Welcome to Make Path Presents. My name is Ronnie Hayes, and today let's talk The Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, collectibles, and more. We're gonna have a real quick discussion about what's going on, just a couple things, a bunch of random things. First off, The Walking Dead. A new TV guide is dropping, and I believe there's new interviews or something like that in it. You guys can go search for that and read up on it if you're interested in that. But basically what I want to talk about with The Walking Dead is things are going to start ramping up. We're getting closer and closer to the return of The Walking Dead, which is February 14th. I'm going to be back to reviewing that, doing prediction videos and everything else for that. Shit's going to start ramping up a lot. As far as the collectors, they just showed a couple images to give us an idea of what's coming. They showed what looks like, now for comic book collectors, the Whispers, let's say the border with heads. I don't want to go into details here, stay somewhat spoiler free, but the border with heads, it appears we're going to get some kind of figure with that. Now with the detail, I can't see it being with the building sets. Also, with the building sets, so far it appears that AMC only, which is the TV show version of The Walking Dead, has licensing with the building sets. So I do not believe at this time they announced anything with the comic book. So we can kind of rule out the building sets unless they start doing building sets with the comic book, which would be pretty freaking cool. I'll be honest with you. I think that would be absolutely awesome. Even doing it in the comic book style, like, damn, that would be so cool. So anyhow, it leads me to believe that it will be in figure form. The, what is it, like the 5-inch figures? Now here's the thing. A while back I mentioned when they were releasing the alpha figure, well, before they released her, I said that they should have, this figure right here, before they released this alpha figure with the interchangeable heads and everything, I said that for these figures they should include a deluxe package with a pole with a head on it. So alpha would come with one of the characters with the heads on it. They would then release like a new beginning Rick with a pole with a head, or maybe each character comes with 2 poles and a head. So that way we get the new characters, and we can build our, kind of like the Build-A-Figure thing, we can build our territory with the heads, and then somehow we'd have to get the base for the heads to fit in. I don't know. But anyhow, now it's looking like maybe it would be a cool idea. Maybe it's more possible now that they're hinting at that we would actually get some kind of display base. Poles can go into that, and then the heads would go on the poles. Now, I would buy something like that for a display for the figures. I think that would be absolutely awesome for something for the comic book. So that would have to be a Skybound exclusive, I would imagine. That would either be only sold for Skybound and the conventions and online, or it would be released in one of the comic series as some kind of deluxe package. So I'm excited about that. I know it seems like a, it's decapitated heads, but it goes with the theme of the comic book. It goes with a scene, and even though it's morbid, I think that would be awesome to have on display. So I'm excited about that one, and there goes Alpha. Moving right along for the TV series, it's looking like we're going to get Glenn in the 10-inch figure line. Now, I did do a review of Michonne, and I want to go back and get the Daryl and the Rick, review those, and start collecting these as well. Yeah, it's a little disappointing. He's in the same, clothing he is in the 5-inch figure. I would have liked to see a different style Glenn, different whatever, but I also really, really want to see a Morgan from Here's Not Here eventually. Maybe the crazy Morgan with the mask and everything. Maybe even Tabitha the goat can go along with him. Nah, that's getting a little silly. But something like that with poles, or maybe even some kind of deluxe package where he comes with like a bonfire of walkers, some shit cool like that. And then eventually the Governor and Shane, all these possibilities. So I'm really hoping, and I'm going to start trying to support this 10-inch line so it can grow. Now moving along to the 5-inch figures for the TV show, that's these guys, the ones I showed you. They have a Daryl Dixon here. Now it's looking like this is similar to the box that they showed before that they said they weren't going to do because it's not cost effective. It has this base here, and it looks like he comes with a crossbow, a machete. It looks like some kind of nameplate in the background. Well, he has a base that says The Walking Dead, but there's something right there in the background. Now that could be a card. I don't know. Collector card or something. I don't know. But I'm really loving these boxes. I'm actually hoping that McFarlane Toys changes the boxes for the 5-inch figures. I don't even care if they tack on $2 or $3 extra because these boxes are less likely to get beat up and damaged. They stack easier for collectors who have a big collection that need to put some in storage or when you're moving or anything else. The packages they got now for collectors just absolutely suck. It's too easy to get beat up, damaged, creased, and broken. These boxes would just make everything easier, I believe, especially with shipping, because you just get a box that's the right dimensions and you can pack it, you know what I'm saying, because the boxes are all flat each side. It's like a rectangle. Alright, so moving on. Now there's some talk that it says the Redcap collection, and I'm not sure what that means because the Glen Rhee for the 10-inch figure is a Redcap collection. However, they didn't make that before in the 10-inch line, so I don't know what that means for Redcap. I don't know if that's the new name for flashbacks. I don't know if that's whatever. So if you do some research, if they do announce it, please let us know down in the comment box. And when we talk about this in the future, we'll make an update video. I will talk about what that Redcap means, and we'll do a collector's video breaking down some information for collectors to help them, because more and more new collectors are coming. So I'm going to start doing little tips and information videos for the action figure collectors and the comic collectors and shit like that, because I get a lot of questions about the bags and boards and everything else. So we'll try to do simple ones. Anyway, moving along, they also have Spawn, and one of the most exciting, which only a limited amount of fans will be excited about, but I truly believe that the collectors should stock up on these, because these might actually become the most valuable figures that they're making today, because they might not sell well, so it might be low quantities. Now, if it is low quantities and Fear the Walking Dead, that's what we're talking about. They're doing Fear the Walking Dead figures. Here's Travis. Now, if they do low runs on these and you know Fear the Walking Dead takes off in season 2, 3 and becomes a huge hit, these are going to be highly valuable, highly collectible, kind of like The Walking Dead Series 1, but I do not believe it's going to get that valuable, you know. But I do believe it has more potential to be a valuable collectible item than, you know, regular Walking Dead figures today, made today at the same time these are made, because they make so many. It's just hard for them to, you know, rise in value unless, again, it's limited quantities for whatever reason. But anyway, in the first line here, we got Travis. I'm really hoping to see, I think Gloria, right? It's the first walker we saw with a knife sticking out of her chest. She's in like a little, I believe she was in like her nightgown. Anyway, I'm really hoping they do make her. That would be pretty cool. And maybe, I'm not sure about the principal, but maybe the neighbor that was going through the fence. Yeah, as a walker. Something like that would be pretty cool. Gotta get cool walkers, at least 2 of them in the series. And then we get Travis. We definitely need Danny and Nick, I don't know. Anyway, so as they announce more, we'll update that. But they have Spawn figures here. I don't know if I mentioned that. They got Gears of War, I believe I saw. So if you want to see this, I'm going to leave a link in the description below for the figures coming out at least. Alright, so also they're doing a toy fair coming up. I'm not even sure what day it is, when it is, but when they announce more for Walking Dead Collectibles, I will make an update video. If you heard anything else, let us know down below what they are doing. If it's official, if it's just rumors, just let us know it's rumors so people aren't running around with misinformation. Also, don't forget the TV guide, because I do believe there's interviews there, and here's some images from the TV guide. I'm going to get going. Leave your thoughts and opinions about these collectibles or anything else down in that comment box, because I'm done talking, so it's your turn.
Subscribe now.